Hello everyone, we are back playing as Geist with Sifr. Find ourselves up against Nisei division, so expect lots of side games. The opening hand is somewhat okay because it has Fall Guy and a couple of breakers and Sifr, but I think we mulligan for Tech Trader here. So let's see what we can get. It's kind of a similar hand except no siphon, so yeah, we'll make do. No Sifr, we do have Mongoose early which could be important. And Fall Guy and Spike Hammer is nice, so we'll definitely start getting some draws going. Get a bit of money and hopefully level up for some pressure very soon. So I think click one we will actually draw. Tech Trader would be nice to see, unfortunately we don't get it. Let's Fall Guy and pop the Fall Guy. Get another Mongoose, not all that necessary. Let's do this and let's do this. So we've included 3 Sifr in this deck because it makes the Cloud Breakers much better. You're seeing it a lot with Smoke at the moment, that people are, you're able to save economically. What's going on here now? That seems a bit wacky. So we're going to just double check that they actually meant it. It seems unlikely that they'd install to trash. Very interesting. So I don't know what's happening, basically. 2 cards in archives. Maybe both shocks, and maybe this is a snare or an agenda. I don't know. I'm going to preemptive action. Okay, so likely playing traps is the read waiting from that. We're just going to draw money, and I suppose we should put down a breaker at some point, and why not put down a spike, because it's cheap. Oh, and we have one more click, so we'll draw last click. And we get a shiv, so not too bad. We've got loads of breakers, but not much to do with it all. So yeah, possibly shock, and we're looking at, what is this now? Ah, interesting. So they will get to choose what we access, which it's not great. Also it gets them money, which isn't great either. So they can run us into shocks if they want, or snares. And still don't really know what's going on here. But anyway, let's put down let's draw. Taking a rider is good. Let's do that. Draw one more. And there we go. Right. So now we're getting places. Next turn I think we put down 3 breakers. Gonna have loads of side games on HQ. So maybe R&D will have to be our pressure. Legwork is going to be a disaster with this, because they'll get to choose what we access, which means if they're holding multi-snares or traps, we'll run into that. Or of course they can just say, here's a hedge fund, here's ice. Things you don't need. Another technical rider is good. Our Marin, a little late, but he's going to be good at some point in time. And let's get that down, just to get technical riders started and start boosting up these. At least then we can avoid side games on ice and deny them some economy at least. Now, because we're running Sifr and not Forger, we do need to find out our sports hoppers kind of soon. So we're getting on ice over here as well. But we have loads of breakers. Maybe we should keep one hidden. Maybe. Let's draw. That's good. Let's pop this down. Let's pop this down. And now we only have 2 memory, which would be Spike and it's not great. We should draw for Sports Hopper. Nope. I'll siphon something at least. And Caprice or Batty will possibly stop us. Icing up R&D and Enforce Curfew. So very much trying to kill us. Let's take a look anyway. They don't have much money. Plus it gets us some money and a draw. And we do see Future Perfect. Now unfortunately, we do have to worry about them getting money from a side game. They have 3 as is, so it's not bad. I think we might want to have a look. So let's get down. They can't DNA tracker us. They can only hit us with small ice. I think we just go with you. Maybe mongoose. Maybe another spike. Let's go spike. I feel that's more of a possibility. We'll try and get our hands on a future perfect nice and early. So they know we've had a look. And now it's a case of, do they want to res? With these, they're getting us money, plus they're getting us a draw. That's good for us. So we'll fire that off. We get another replacement, which is great. And they do res code gate. We can also break that. And they're down to 1 credit, but they will get 1 credit for the Future Perfect side game. So that is something. Must access Future Perfect. Okay. Now, how much do we want to bid? I think I'm willing to spend 1. Got it. Fantastic. And 2 on Aaron Marin as well. And we will crack some money. So now if we can get a couple of breakers on board again, we can go HQ. We have the siphon in hand, which means we can put our Marin to doubly good use. Very soon, possibly even now. If they go up to 4. Okay. Well, they saw that coming apparently. That's okay though. It still gives us time to get some stuff set up. Sifr is going to give us extra memory if nothing else. So we'll draw. Ooh, don't need 2 of them. And let's just pop this down and pop down a mongoose, I think. Probably don't need too many sentry breakers, probably don't need the second mongoose. But at least this keeps the Sifr as a surprise. I don't think Nisei plays very big ice, for the most part. And yeah, so good bit of money on Technical Rider. But drawing seems good. Another siphon. Let's draw again. Ploy strike is okay. I think we just pop down the Sifr. Yeah, and take a credit. And we'll get rid of the other one. And hope that they don't have something like enforcing loyalty or something of that. Celebrity gift. Well, we'll get to see exactly what they have. Cerebral cast, Scorch Earth, preemptive action, snare. Good to know. So cerebral cast does what now? If we made a successful run on our last turn. Right. So it's going to come down to them trying to brain damage us and then scorch us. Good to know. Now, I think we just keep getting ourselves ready. Crowbar is great to see. Draw. Excellent. So next turn, we can siphon, I think. Could even siphon twice because we do have Aaron. And we do have to worry about this though. If it's Caprice, that is an issue. Are they going to go for a push? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, well, let's see what they have. Let's throw out 1 siphon anyway. We have the second in hand, so not too bad. Mind game. Yeah, we will break that. So a lot of cheap ice that they're throwing out. Wow, my blocker is going mad. Let's carry on. And Caprice comes out. As well as Upigoya. That's not great. Upiyoga even. So not much we can do about here. Nope. So if we spend a different amount, I'll lose 2. It's not a massive issue. Another side or another piece of ice, maybe a snowflake. So they spent 2 to make us lose 2. That's fair enough. And now a side game for another piece of ice. Well, unfortunately, this will be stuffed. Oh, they got rid of siphon. Okay. So we'll play in 0 here. Yeah, that's fine. We can put down Fall Guy. Use Fall Guy. Sure, might as well just keep cycling. And last click, we can draw again. Yeah, that seems okay. So at least we made them spend some money. We did unfortunately lose 2 siphons in that. But they can't use Cerebral Cast on us because it wasn't a successful run. We know they've Scorched Earth as well. And actually it's worth keeping our Moran loaded. Maron. Someday I'll get it right. Because even if they Cerebral Cast us, then we can take the tag and just remove. It's not a prevent, but it is a remove, which is why it doesn't work too good against the Power Shutdown combo. But it is great against some decks like these. So let's draw. Yeah, Spike Hammer seems good. Actually, we could keep it as a surprise. We'd also have to keep the Crowbar as a surprise. Yeah. This and Turning Wheel. So next turn we will Spike Hammer, pop it. If we see something good, we'll put down Crowbar and go for it again. May even be... no, a snare is a very real thing. So let's fire this off as planned. We see Philotic. We do want that. So this might be Jackson, but we have to go for this. So let's put down Crowbar. Run R&D. So we will use a spike to get through this. We will use the Crowbar to get through here. Hopefully find our more permanent code gate breaker at some point soon. And we get ourselves Philotic, which again loads this up, which is fantastic. And I reckon we just money up. Yeah. So we have a permanent barrier breaker. We have a permanent sentry breaker. Probably don't need that plus all the shivs. Just have to find the Colgate one. So 12 cards left in the stack. Let's draw. Find a second Levy. There's Zoo. And Sports Hoppers, I mean, they're in the deck. 2, I think. Someday we'll find it and then we can kind of run amok everywhere. Except HQ, because of this agenda. Here's the Jackson. So we will go trash that. Because we still want to be able to play our spy cameras. We still have 2 more in the deck. And let us draw. There we go. Now we can just install everything. We don't need to worry about too much. So I think we install, install you, and then let's run the Jackson. So now we kind of have infinite money. We have a bit of pressure going on. If they do decline to show us an agenda in HQ, if they win the side game, returning will start getting loaded up, which is pretty nice. We do have the same old thing for levy as well, which is not bad at all. And presumably they'll have to go for a score. And we're already on 5 points, so things are looking pretty good. Not a siphon, but Caprice is there. This is good for the next pass. I think we can draw and throw out the other Mongoose. We can throw out the other Sifr as well. So we're kind of running into the dregs of the heap, it seems. We have one more sports hopper, 2 more spy cameras, and possibly other breakers. No. A Shiv. Nothing too exciting. Installs a card in server 2. I think we can go for it. If they snare us, it's not too bad. I mean, we could lose a levy, which wouldn't be great, but we can say one thing. We have this for removing tags and for drawing cards. It seems okay. Gets them to spend a bit of money as well. So yeah, let's take a look. Come on now. Alright. 5 subroutines is going to cost us 1 and then a Shiv. It's not bad actually. Another of this. Okay. My strength, and then it's going to be 3. And after all that, are we going to get a snare? Shock. Yeah, that's fine. We'll lose a levy. That's no big deal. No, we don't have to, because we're not going to run here again. They can't install over it, so yeah, I think we're okay for the moment. We know it's not a Jackson as well. So instead, let's pop down spy camera. We will use spy camera. Take a look. See a future perfect. And sure, why not have a bash? We can take loads of money as well. Could employee strike, which means they wouldn't gain a credit. Yeah, it seems okay. Now, how expensive is it to get in? That's one thing I haven't calculated. We have the spike. We have, it's going to be 6 credits. That's actually okay. I think we just run. Okay. So that will cost us the spike. Hostage in the last couple of cards is not ideal. This will cost us 2. And then this is not cheap. We could side for the last draw. That seems alright actually. I'm okay with drawing the last couple of cards, or getting through for free. So I gave them 1, which isn't great, but sure. What can you do? Future perfect. And we will bid. I really wish I had my dice on me. Let's go 1. Okay, they got us. But at least we get a turning wheel token. And we will pop this down as well. thing is, they're going to have a lot of future perfects in hand. So at the moment, they're looking at Triple Cast, Scorch Earth, all three of which they probably want to keep. Probably the Snare as well. I mean, in theory, we don't have to run until they start advancing things. We should possibly run this. Because if it is Caprice, then this one gets trashed. Our hand, don't really care for. Let's get a lot of money. So now it'll cost us 3 credits for Komainu and 6 here. Or we can employ strike and run. That seems okay. Employee strike. So run server 2. And let's break up to 2. And we will use a shiv. Hopefully Caprice. Yay! So that works out really, really well for us. Because now Siphon is back on the cards. And we still have one more. Let's bid 0. Perfect. So we get to take out 2 Caprices, which is fantastic. And possibly an agenda. They do have enough to snare us. It is indeed a snare, which is fine. And we will... So what do we lose? We still have Siphon, thankfully. We lost the Levy. So let us arm around to draw a last card. And remove the tag. And we have Shiv now as well, which is good. There's the same old thing on the board. We can set ourselves up for life with by taking this. We could run HQ, but they can side game. Actually, that's not bad. So it's not very cheap to get in, but we do have this down. We know there's probably an Future Perfect in there. And they won't get anything off this either. So possibly a 1 in 4. If nothing else, we'll get a turning wheel token. Oof. It's getting expensive. Actually, what? Oh, right, running on a server. Yeah, that's why we're not allowing it to fire. So expensive to get through HQ. It's going to be 5. Thankfully we can bounce back pretty quickly with one of the technical writers. So we will side game. I'm happy enough to pay 0 on this, because they'll have to pay 1. Yeah, that's fine. They can send us into a shock if they really want to. Supercast. That is fine. So next turn we can pop this. Siphon is not cheap. That's the one thing I'll say. So we want to do same old thing Levy anyway. Now, do we need this technical writer? I don't think we do. Let's have a look. Hedge fund. Okay, not that exciting. We don't need any of these yet. Another Shiv is okay, gets us to a combiner pretty cheap. So let's fire this down. Same old thing, levy. And let's do it all over again. And we draw a siphon. Fantastic. So, celebrity gifting again. Ooh, they've dropped the Scorch. They still have cerebral cast. They have a lot of money. But I don't see an out for them here with Aaron Moran taken away. And with a couple of levies in the deck and all that kind of thing. So, let us pop Fall Guy for lots of money. Sure, we might as well have a look. Be rude not to. Jackson. We know they've one in hand as well. We could just siphon. We can remove tags. But it's going to cost us 4, 8. It's going to cost us 13. It's not that exciting. I think we just draw instead. Keep powering through our deck. And just install some stuff. Actually, we have not used Sifr at all. I am sorry if you've been screaming at me to use it. Why have it installed if you're not going to use it? It would make things much cheaper. It would make this run much cheaper, actually. So we could pay 1 for this instead of 4. This would be 1, 5, be 10. So we know they have Jackson in hand, plus whatever they're drawing now. Maybe some good stuff in archives, but I assume there's just loads of shocks. Yeah, I think we need to start using Sifr more. Unfortunately, I went a bit on autopilot when we got so many Cloudbreakers out so early. So we want to take out Jackson before we Spy Karma. So even if they don't shuffle here, we will trash him. Costs us 3, but we get this down, which is always good. Caprice and a mystery card. So fire this down. Let us take a look. See preemptive action. Not that exciting. We could siphon. At least that delays them a little while. And we do have crowbars now as well, which is always fun. And we have to be a little careful in how we use him. But we could remove 1 tag manually and remove 1 with him, which isn't bad. So the first one, first mind game, let's I suppose we use Zoo on. Let me do the math here. 2, just crack that. Technical Ride is back. Second one, we will Sifr. Spend 1. It's so much better. We're not going to access, but okay. We'll remove 1 manually, and we will end our turn, and then we will immediately do that. So we have 2 more of those that we can use, but they do have caprices that they can back out, and they do need I don't think we're in any great need to run anything that's unadvanced. Although snare just costs them money as well. This could be the other Jackson. So load of face downs. And if Force Curfew goes down. That's fine. We'll have a 4 hand size unless we use Sifr, in which case it'll be 3. Do we want to put any pressure on? We might as well. Let's see. Put down another crowbar. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hitting a snare though is terrible. I should have put down Techno Rider. Spike armor is better. Oh yeah, discard to 4. Another Mongoose seems excessive. We shouldn't need 3 sentry breakers. Nisei Mark II. Good to know. Still doesn't mean, or still means we don't have to run until they advance something though. And New Orleans P. Kinda wish I played Vamp in this deck now. So let's get a Spike Hammer down. Pop it. See Cerebral Cast. Again, not exciting, but not something to worry about either. Can draw. I don't think we need the other Technical Rider, but it's a free install. So we might as well just keep it or start ticking away for our 3rd levy. Now, this could be all of the sentries. And maybe we should run it. Because if it's Caprice at the bottom, that could cause us issues. And we know they have Nisei, we know they have Future Perfect. So that is something to be a little concerned about. But I just don't want to hit a snare. Or we could run R&D and take 2 looks. They have shuffled 1 snare in. Let's see. So we're on the clock. Draw. Well, I mean, they have direct control over it. They could hand it to us from HQ if they wanted. But it seems unlikely that they will. And let's put down the last, another spike. So I think R&D is a good shot. Jackson. And getting rid of Jackson. Oh, here we go. Okay, install advance. So we can same old thing siphon and then run here, removing 2 tags. Pops them down to 5 credits. But it's all coming down to a side game either way. So 1, 2, siphon, 3. Could even go for 4. I think we spend the hard way. Yeah, I don't think we want to use Sifr because yeah, we don't want to be reducing our hand size and having an enforced curfew and all that kind of jazz. Our Moran we're considering using on removing the tags here. Kind of depends on how this run goes. I don't quite understand this. They're gaining a credit for a Psy game. I suppose it's first time it's a successful run. So yeah, not ideal. Let's run server 2. And we've loads of turning wheel as well, so we could finish on an R&D. God, this one is a killer. I think we remove one tag manually and remove one tag with Aaron. And 4. That's not. This is not a mind game. Maybe this is. Nothing here. 2 with Mongoose. Kind of wish I played Rumor Mill or Interdiction or something for just this scenario. If they spend, they do get it back. So they can go 0 or 1. Let's go 1. Got it. Junebug. No, there's the Nisei. So yeah, it's funny how the ID ability has the impact when it comes to side games like that. Ordinarily, it'd be a case of you can afford to spend 1, or you can afford to spend 0 rather, because they'll have to spend 1 and not be able to score the next turn, and you can chip them away that way. But unfortunately, in this case, there was no way we could just keep chipping away with side games, especially because it wasn't cheap to run through here. But we had loads of money. We used 1 technical rider and just had oodles of money on the rest. Had our permanent breakers going. Had Sifr there for, was it once I used it? Again, sorry about that. But yeah, fun deck to play. Despite how I know if I'm sitting on the other side of the table, I go, oh, Sifr. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.